So Arc Raiders came out not that long ago and completely blew the expectations for video games right out of the water, but anytime an indie game dares to do something like that, the corporate games media will come out in full force and say, hey, you know that new indie game everybody's talking about? Well, it's not actually as good as everybody says it is, and in fact you should be buying $70 slop instead. What is going on, you guys? It is the Daily Pleb here. Make sure you're liking and subbing for more content. So, today's subject is the Eurogamer Arc Raiders review, a smartly designed extraction shooter marred by one inexcusable decision. And what is that inexcusable decision? It has AI voices. And this AI voice alone would be enough for Eurogamer to give it a 2 out of 5. Though personally, I believe it is a 4.5, especially if you love extraction shooters. The game's amazing. Now, we're not going to be reading his entire article here, because despite his ranting and raving against AI, it feels like the article itself was something that that chat GBT would write up. I lost brain cells because I had to read through this, but you don't have to. You should be thanking me. Let's start with the obvious point, that Arc Raiders is set in a world where humanity has been driven underground by a race of hostile robots. The contradiction here between Arc Raiders' themes and manner of its creation is so glaring that it makes me want to scream. You made a game about the tragedy of humans being replaced by robots while replacing humans with robots. In Bark, it displays a total lack of awareness, or worse, willful ignorance of Arc Raiders' own semantics. And I feel like this graph here really shows the issue with gaming media, right? Gaming's journalism. The fact where you have to look for political or sociological explanations in a video game is the reason why nobody wants to read the Eurogamer or any gaming publisher anymore. Arc Raiders is an extraction shooter set in a post-apocalyptic world with robots. That's all it is. You go in, you fight other players, you have some funny moments on VoIP, and you extract with your loot, hopefully. That is all Arc Raiders is. It's not a commentary on the political landscape. It's not a commentary on AI uprisings. It is a video game. And the more games journalists try to force political and sociological conversations into a game, the more these people are going to lose their jobs. We've seen it all over that many gaming publishers, games journalism publishers, are doing massive layoffs. And it's because nobody wants to read this garbage. Let's go ahead and read this next point here. Arc Raiders has facilitated millions of similar interactions since launch, but that only makes Embark's use of AI voices more abhorrent. For Arc Raiders to ride the wave of human sociability all the way to the bank, while also being so contemptuous of the thing that makes us social animals in its own workflow. Carving up human voices and reassembling them like a digital Victor Frankenstein demonstrates a lack of artistic integrity. It's cute that this is a lack of artistic integrity, even though Arc Raiders, in my opinion, is one of the most beautiful games to come out in a long time. I mean, it is absolutely stunning. Do yourself a favor and go to YouTube and look up Arc Raiders 4K gameplay. It is a beautiful, beautiful game. The art design is just amazing. The building layouts, the graffiti, the abandoned buildings, the robots themselves, it is beautiful and imaginative in every single aspect that I can think of. But of course, this guy is concerned about AI because he knows that he's not good at his job. He knows probably people in the industry that are not good at their job and that they will be replaced by AI eventually. And that's why he's trying to fight against it so bad. Demonstrates a lack of artistic integrity that I find impossible to ignore. However smartly designed Arc Raiders is, I cannot recommend it because Embark does not value the thing that makes it special. And this is where I'm going to have some tough news for this guy. People do not actually care about AI, like, at all. What they care about is a good video game. And we've seen this with Square Enix. Square Enix is having massive layoffs, and one of the big reasons for this is the fact that they're going to use AI to replace these people. And many people, including myself, were cheering this fact. And the fact goes to stand is that AI is the worst it's ever going to be in this very moment. And it's only going to get better. And if your main concern is, well, I'm concerned about people's jobs, then the people whose jobs are on the line need to do better. Because let's face it, the AAA gaming sphere is garbage. There has been no good games coming out of AAA studios that I have seen in a while, except for maybe one or two cherry-picked examples, and that's it. People are tired of the constant pandering to people that don't like video games within the video game space. They don't like it. And AI replacing them is going to make them happy. And even, let's say you are concerned about AI and you don't like it and you don't want it to spread. I like to bring up this point whenever I talk about AI. There was a politician in the US that said the horse and buggy is here to stay. And not long after he said that, the car was all over the continental US. You will never stop AI. It is going to continue to get better, and it will replace a lot of people. And that is, it's sad. It sucks. It really does suck. But the fact of the matter is, it's going to happen. And this sort of fear-mongering and, hating on a game that is genuinely amazing in every aspect isn't going to make people rally behind you. They're going to rally against you. Because as much as Rick here may think he's fighting the good fight and he's on the front lines of defending people's jobs, he's the laughingstock. You're defending jobs that, quite frankly, people on the internet and people in the gaming sphere already despise, because they see a lot of these people who are against AI to be people who make the gaming industry worse in every metric. AI isn't going to change localizations in media. It's going to give you a rough, direct translation. That's what AI is going to do. AI isn't going to inject things that are politically advantageous for certain groups into a video game. It's going to give you something that is mass marketable. That's what AI is going to do. And until people within the games industry get their stuff together and try to make games that are appealing to a wider market, try to make games that will make people become fans of them, then this whole AI replacement thing isn't going to be a big fight. It's going to be a cheer from the consumer, and it's going to be the woe of developers who, they sunk. They couldn't swim in the new landscape. But that's just my opinion. If you made it this far into the video, thank you. I got a little bit rambly here, but I had to read his article, and as I said before, man, for someone who hates AI this much, it felt like I was reading something ChatGPT wrote. It was just awful. It really was. But yeah, make sure you're commenting. Make sure to give it a like. And just share your thoughts with me, because I think this is an interesting conversation we're going to be having in the near future, because AI is only going to get better. But that being said, y'all, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.